please take your seats. So it seems that all of you are fully energetic. Is it because of the long weekend? Did everyone enjoy the um, and rest very well during the long weekend? I guess it's a yes, because all of you are full of energy. Anyway, since it's Monday, um, okay, so much for that. I'm going to be checking your attendance. So anyone who is absent in our class today, anyone? Yes, Mr. Bermudo and Miss Catania. Who else is absent aside from Mr. Bermudo and Miss Catania? Okay. Then, who are the students that just arrived a second ago? Okay, Miss Inalpe and Miss Celis. Who else? Also Miss Magtoto. Okay, please be seated, everyone. Let me all remind you, students, starting today, I am going to be strict when it comes to your attendance. Let me remind you all that 3 absences are equivalent to 1, or 3 lates, is equivalent to 1 absent. And 8 absences will be considered as a drop, right? Are we clear? Next time, I won't be accepting students who are late. I'm giving you more than enough time. 7:30 should be the start of our class, but you are all arriving late. Since you arrived late, we will be starting at 7:50, or sometimes we start at 8. So next time, if you arrive late than 7:50 a.m., I won't be accepting you in my class anymore. Are we clear? Okay, so moving on. Last week, we have finished discussing the topics about adjectives. So, does any one of you can still remember what we have discussed last meeting? So, it's a yes. Okay. Let me ask a student, or any one of you, who can define what is an adjective. Anyone? Please raise your hand if you wanted to answer. Okay. Yes, Miss Hormachuelos. Very good. So, an adjective is a word that describes a noun. Okay. Now, who can give me an example of an adjective and use it in a sentence? Anyone? Okay, Miss Celis. Sheena has a beautiful skirt. Okay, very good. So, what is the adjectives in that sentence? So, the word beautiful. Who can give me another example of an adjective? Raise your hand, guys. Do not answer in chorus. Okay, so, yes, Mr. Ganadin. Kevin is handsome. So, very good. So, what is the adjective in that sentence? Okay, the word handsome. Okay, one last example before we move on to our next topic. Anyone? Okay, so Einstein is intelligent. So, what is the adjective in that sentence? Intelligent. Okay, so very good. All of you can still remember what we had discussed last meeting. So now, we are going to be tackling a new lesson. But before we proceed into our discussion, let us have a short activity first. So I have here 4 pictures. So I'll be grouping you into 4. So start counting. So now that you have your group, you must choose a leader. And the leaders will come to me and pick one picture. Okay, one picture for each group. Then show it to your members. But wait for the instruction first. Shh! Everyone be quiet. So, silence. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to put yourselves in the shoes of the person who is in the picture. Okay. Then, you will make a sentence. Use an appropriate punctuation mark in the sentence as well. And, okay, do you understand? Class, do you understand? So, the first group to finish the task or the activity will be receiving a prize right after class. So, are you guys ready? I'll be giving you 5 minutes to do the activity. Finish or not finish, you must submit your work or else 20 points will be deducted in your group for this activity. So when I say stop writing, you must stop writing and submit your work to me. Okay, you may now start your activity. Okay, class, time is up. And stop writing. Pass your work to the front. Pass it to me right now. Okay. Okay. So, what have you noticed in this activity that we had done? Okay, very good. So, what else? How about the sentence that you have made? Okay, you used a punctuation mark. So, aside from the punctuation mark that you have used, what else? So, okay, very good. So, now, our topic for today is all about the 4 types of sentences. But before we tackle the type of sentences, let us first define what is a sentence. So, who can define a sentence for me? No one? No one in this class? Okay, so a sentence is a group of words that are put together to mean something. So when it comes a complete sentence has at least a subject who is the doer of the action in the sentence, and of course the main verb. Like for example, we have Walker walks. So walker is the subject and walks is the main verb of the sentence or in the sentence. Now that you know what is a sentence, let us now proceed, or we will now be proceeding to our topic, which is the 4 types of sentences. So, 1, please pick a representative in your group who will read the sentences or the sentence that you have made, as well as the other group. But group 1 is first. So, group 1. So, this is the first picture of group 1. So what is the sentence that you have made in this picture? So the dog in the neighbor's yard is barking. Okay. So next group we have group 2. Okay, so the picture for group 2 is this one. Okay, so is it raining? Okay, so that is the sentence for this picture. Okay, next group we have the group 3. Group 3, can you show the picture and read the sentence that you have made for the picture? Okay, close the door. And group 4, we have group 4, the last group. Okay, so we have here the picture for group 4. So in this sentence, their sentence for this picture is the house is on fire. Now, we are going to be tackling the work or the activities that you have done. So guys, the activity that you have done is picture perfect. So it is related to the 4 types of sentences. So for group 1, the type of sentence that they have created or they have made is a declarative sentence. So when we say a declarative sentence, it is a sentence that makes a statement. Like for example, the dog in the neighbor's yard is barking. So the sentence that they have created is a type of a declarative sentence. So when we say a declarative sentence, it is a most basic type of sentence. So its purpose is to relay an information, and it is punctuated with a period. So we have another examples here of a declarative sentence. So the first one is the boy walked home. So love honey. The third or the last sentence is we have, for example, is we have he wants to eat cookies but he doesn't want to make them. Okay, as you can see, these sentences makes statements. Okay, so whether it is a fact or an opinion. So a declarative sentence can be simply as in the first 2 examples, or the compound as the final example. So they can also be in any tense as long as they do their basic job for representing the information. So this type of sentence is most common aside from the 4 of them, or aside from the other type of sentence. The next one is from group number 2. Am I correct? Group 2 created an interrogative type of sentence. So an interrogative type of sentence is a sentence that asks questions. So this can be, or these are direct questions, and they are punctuated with a question mark. So aside from the sentence that has been created by group 2, we also have the examples. We have why does the sun shine? Okay, whose dog is that? Will Sherry get to keep all her lottery winnings? So many interrogative sentences start with the question words like how, why, what, where, when, but there are also others that are yes or no questions that begin with the verb instead of the noun. So it is important to remember that an interrogative sentence still requires a noun and a verb to be completed. Okay? Okay. Next is from group number 3. So group number 3 created an imperative type of sentence. So imperative sentence do not simplify or do not simply state a fact, but rather tell someone to do something. So this can be in the form of a friendly advice, basic instructions, and more forceful commands. Like aside from the examples that has been created by group 2, I 3, I'm sorry. We also have the examples of an imperative sentence. So the first one is, please shut the door to keep out the bats. The second example is, turn left at the bridge, then stop bothering me. So okay, take note here, guys. An imperative sentence also uses a punctuation mark, which is the exclamatory point. Or so okay, so also many imperative sentences ends in periods, but yes, that is what I've said, but some may end with an exclamation point to highlight the emotions. So that is the reason why an imperative sentence also uses an exclamation point. Okay, aside from that, you can also identify an imperative sentence because it appears to be missing a subject. However, the command of each imperative is redirected at you. Okay, making the sentences second person. So the subject of the sentence may be omitted, but it's called you understood. Okay, you get it? Because the reader is aware that each sentence could be written as you do this or as you do that. Do you understand? Okay. Now we have the last type of sentence, which has from group number 4. So group number 4 created the sentence, the house is on fire, with an exclamation point. So the type of sentence that the group number 4 created is exclamatory. So when we say exclamatory sentence, these are like declarative sentences in that they make a statement instead of asking a question. But the main purpose of an exclamatory sentence is to express a strong emotion or a great emotion, an excitement, or feelings. So they're easily can be recognized because they end in an exclamation point instead of a period. Like for example, we have here, I said I wanted tacos instead of pizza. So it's like that. So how well he sings. Wow, he just won a gold medal. So those are examples of exclamatory sentence. Notice that each of these examples contains both a subject and a verb, which is still a requirement for a complete sentence. So exclamatory sentences are often used in casual conversation and in written dialogue to show an emotion. but they're not typically useful in academic or expository writing. So in these more serious works, it is better to make point with well-written declarative sentences instead. Okay. Okay. Have you all understand what I have discussed? Anyone? Okay. So, who can give me the 4 types of sentences? The first one. Okay. May I call on Mr. Ganaden? Okay, so the 4 types of sentences are declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. Very good. So, what is a declarative sentence? So, a declarative sentence is a sentence that makes a statement. Very good. How about the interrogative sentence? A sentence that asks questions. And how about the imperative sentence? So, imperative sentence is a command or a polite request. And the last one is the exclamatory sentence. So, what is an exclamatory sentence? Yes, a sentence that expresses a strong emotion or feelings. So, very good. Answer the following by identifying the type of sentences. Who wants to answer number 1? Okay, any other hands, guys? Okay, Mr. Ganaden, number 1. Please read the sentence first before answering. Very good. So, that is an interrogative sentence. Very good. Second, who wants to answer number 2? Number 2, Miss Sabalsa. Okay. Read the sentence first before answering. Okay. Declarative. Very good. So, that is a form of a declarative sentence. Number 3, we have Miss Inalte. Read the sentence first before answering. Okay. So, it is a declarative type of sentence. Number 4, who wants to answer? Okay, yes, Miss Magtoto. Okay, so it is an imperative type of sentence. The number 5 who wants to answer is Miss Chodoro. You are raising your hand. Okay. Okay, so it is an exclamatory type of sentence. How about number 6? We have Miss Kalikdan. Please answer number 6. Okay, it is an interrogative sentence. Number 7, who wants to answer? Yes, Miss Maliabo, you were raising your hand. Okay, so it is an imperative sentence. Who else have not answered yet? Yes. Yes, Miss Secretario. Okay, so it is an exclamatory type of sentence. Very good. Next, we have Mr. Nazar for number 9. Read the sentence before answering. Okay, very good. So it is a declarative type of sentence. And the last one, okay, Miss Abayabay, brush your teeth. So, very good. It is an imperative type of sentence. Okay, now guys, since you all have understand our lesson, our topic, our lesson today, so please get a 1/4 sheet of paper and answer this. Before I forgot, everyone, my dear students, you have an assignment, and please copy your assignments here to the side. Okay, are you all done with the quizzes or the quiz? Okay, so pass it to me. Thank you. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you really have learned in our discussion today. So I'll see you again in our next meeting. Bye, everyone.